So this is Levi. By degree, he is an analytical chemist. By profession, he is a senior project manager for a Houston-based plastics manufacturing company. He is very smart. I am his wife. I am also smart. But very often, Levi's layman's terms explanations have helped me to fully understand fairly easily to fairly complex things. He seems to always know shit about everything, like AKA the book of useless knowledge, and he has a knack of describing it so I understand very well. So it must be all those Scientific American magazines. So I thought, like, why not share his explanations with everyone? So here we go. Starting out with the latest hot topic, the coronavirus. Oh my God. All right, disclaimer, quick. These are solely Levi's thoughts, opinions, etc., based on nothing but sources he has attained on his own free will. Okay, so Levi, explain coronavirus in layman's terms.
Okay.
He's also a little shy.
So basically, it's a cold on steroids. So, like we were talking last night, which kicked off this whole debacle, is it's a virus. It's a virus that the professionals in the world can track. They know where it came from. They know where it's originated. They know the type of virus, hence its name, COVID-19. There's quite a bit we know about this.
Yeah.
The news always, the news does what the news does. They tend to want to get people excited. Now, that being said, there should be a sense of, paying attention to what the professionals are saying. By no means am I saying you should go out and just ignore all of the recommendations that are out there. You shouldn't do that. But at the same time, I think you need to also realize that this isn't the first time that these things have happened before.
Like what?
Like swine flu, for example.
Okay, how does that relate to COVID? Tell us.
Well, it's not the first time that a virus has jumped from one particular animal to another, right? So we were calling the swine flu was a particular virus that was commonly found in pigs, and like any virus, they mutate, and it jumped hosts.
Kind of like the bat did to a person in COVID.
Kind of like the COVID virus did in a bat when it jumped to a person. The bat didn't jump; it was the virus in the bat that jumped. But
noted.
Anyway, so these things, it's just nature, right? And that's what makes viruses so hard to fight. The flu shot that you get every year, there's multiple strains of the flu. They're all very similar. They all come from a similar virus, but
right.
Every year it mutates because that's what viruses do. That's how they work. They get in your cells as an RNA. They replicate and basically take over your own cells' ability to generate DNA or generate RNA and proteins and basically replicate itself. Well, when it does that, just like your cell, it can sometimes create errors. That's why a lot of times we get cancers. We have errors in our DNA. We start replicating wrong, and poof, you have a cell that runs out of control and you have cancer. Not that I'm saying cancer and the virus are the same, but those same types of mutations are what causes these viruses to mutate. And when you go to get a flu shot, all of a sudden now when you have a flu shot, there's 8 different strains of flu that you have to get immunized for. So COVID is very similar in that sense that, there's already 2 strains. Maybe there's more. I honestly don't know, but the same process takes place. So, when it had its mutation, it was able to jump over. It found a host. What we're hearing is somebody in China. And that person then spread it just like they do a flu. It spreads very similar. Sneezes, mucous membranes, you touch your eyes, you touch your nose. I mean, everything you're hearing on the news is,
Yeah, so we know all this. Okay, so explain the whole RNA thing. Like, what is the RNA versus DNA? Because a lot of people don't know what RNA is.
Well, okay, it's pretty complex, but so
Layman's terms, babe.
Okay. So
What we're here
the way your body works is inside of every cell you have in your body, in the nucleus, you have DNA. And I think most people in the world know about DNA. It's what makes you, you, and me, and a bat, and a dog, a dog. When a particular